In thinking about the end of life, it's very easy to put things into perspective. What is the meaning of life? The big question is, what impact will you leave this world before you leave it? We all have a finite amount of time left to achieve something, anything, to leave some sort of legacy, to positively impact this world. To start being impactful, most likely you will need to ask yourself, are you achieving your dreams? I recently did an interview with a magazine where they asked me something to that effect. They quoted me as saying, "Yeah, I'm living a dream right now, and yes, dreams do come true. Once you kill yourself to defy all odds, accept the fact that your life will be 10 times more pain and stress than joy and comfort. Are willing to use all 86,400 seconds in every single day wisely and become fanatically obsessive about achieving, creating, and becoming valuable everywhere you go." Now, one might say, that's not what living a dream should look like. Pain, stress, heavy weight, no. But the fact is, any dream worthwhile that has any real lasting impact will take this effort, no doubt. Dreams are not easy to grasp. If they were easy, everyone would be living theirs. If I were to show you a picture of a strong, bold mountain lion chasing a timid, scared, bighorn sheep and pose this question, which one am I? Now how cool to be the hungry predator that attacks with precision. The king of the jungle, baby, whatever. Fact is, I'm that baby little ram, scared to death. And these fears haunt me, and it's perfect. It's my advantage that I can spot them. They keep me moving forward. That mountain lion keeps me grinding this way. I'll never let it get a hold of me, right? I, for the longest time, have felt like something is chasing me, and I can't quite get away. And at that same time, felt like I'm chasing something, and I can't quite reach it. This place between my fears chasing me and my visions pulling me leaves me very little peace. This mode is uncomfortable. It sucks. But it has allowed me to achieve so much. It's this mode that I'm stuck in, and now realize how to fully capitalize on it. It's beautiful. It's constant forward progress, non-stop trajectory. The highest achievers in life have mastered owning fear and using it to their advantage. Fear is something I love to focus on. It's not the big things. It's not jumping out of a plane, wrestling alligators. It's none of that, trust me. It's the little fears that if you can spot them and correctly react to them, they can slowly change the course of your life forever. I personally have learned to feel the fear, see it as a thought, then jump. Fear can easily cripple your abilities if you let it. It will ruin your day, keep you from sleeping, and stall you from all progress. And it's never the big things. It's fear to confront someone. It's fear of making a phone call. Fear of the doctor. Fear that stalls you and presents itself as any excuse or procrastinating thought. Why would you let any idea slip away that may have the ability to manifest itself into something amazing? Why would you prolong the inevitable and suffer? Love this quote. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Any procrastinating thought should stop you in your tracks. Just jump. Feel the fear and do it anyway. The most amazing things in life are right on the other side of terror. It's where the champions are made. For me personally, I've been working on myself constantly, and I know my strengths. I managed to use tricks to put pressure on me to perform. One of my big fears is talking, opening my big fat mouth and saying I'm going to do something, and then not being able to perform or not doing it. Being all talk and no action is a simple thought that drives me. And since I talk so much about my ideas, my visions, my plans. Put all that into the universe constantly. It actually puts a ton of pressure on me because now I have the burden of being all talk and no action. So you better start acting, Eric, or you're just another loser, right? Putting yourself in these positions is the secret to forward momentum in life, I promise you. Never give up on something. Think big. Stay hungry. Be resourceful even when you have no resources. When you want something bad enough, find a way through being resourceful and relentless. Perseverance can carry you a long way, I promise you. High achieving people, it's like you have 24 hours. Just like everybody else. How do you use your time differently than the rest of the 99%? What decisions do you make that are different than the rest of the 99%? So I believe the answer starts with something very simple: self-discipline. Self-discipline is making sure your actions, your routine, and your behaviors are in line with what you want your life to look like. If you want to be a fat and unhealthy person, eat McDonald's every day. And your wish will be granted in no time, I can assure you. Focus your mind on the opposite, and the opposite will be true. The biggest problem with most people is they have fleeting moments of strength, and they quickly dissolve into nothing. The 2-day miracle diet, 7-minute abs, it's a joke. There are no shortcuts. They do not exist in anything in life. If I'm not bleeding, if it wasn't painful, if I didn't grow, if you didn't earn it, you don't want it. Nothing worthwhile is easy. It takes time, patience, direct finite thought, with laser focus and a ton of passion. And you have got to be sold on what you are doing for the long haul. Most of this country keeps jumping from carrot to carrot, never sinking their teeth into anything worthwhile. They chase the next raise, have no loyalty to anything or any idea, and they only serve themselves. My advice, and Einstein's advice, is to become a person of value. Add value everywhere you go in life. Leave this room better than when you came in. Bleed passion everywhere. One of the secrets to my success was understanding the value of being passionate everywhere I went, even when it may have been unnecessary. It takes a lot of energy to be passionate. I had some tough years in my late teens, headed into college. I had several injuries playing sports and a couple back-to-back major surgeries that introduced me to prescription pain pills. It was a miserable time in my life. Almost 2 tumultuous years where I felt like the soul had left my body. It's important to know where rock bottom was for you in your life. Because I have realized scar tissue is incredibly valuable. It's another tool to value. Feel the worst part of your life and turn it into magic. Never forget it. Look back and own it. I can clearly see how easily a life can be ruined looking back. It's true of anything in life. It takes years to build something, seconds to destroy it. Years of consistency to build a good reputation. One bad decision, it's over, baby. Ruined. Life for me really did not start, as far as I'm concerned, until I finally bit hard into something. I will not drag you through the relentless years of grinding. It's that part in the water that nobody sees, 7 days a week, and constantly pushing the limits of my capabilities and the limits of the people around me, with every ounce of intensity that I could muster. The process started 10 years ago. It's where I learned everything. Through the fight, the struggle, pain, and through the stress of turning nothing into something. I often get asked, how did you do it? Honestly, that's a tough question to answer. Everybody sees the result. Nobody sees the bloody process, right? I believe the foundation and heart of any operation or business starts with you. As you grow and become successful little bit by little bit, you are forced to adapt, change the sales, change the infrastructure, constantly reinvent yourself. And most importantly, in my opinion, is to find ways to create more yous. You've got to replicate yourself, or you cannot grow. Best advice I can give is if you want to become a game changer in life, you've got to think like game changers. And more than just in business, you must live your life with healthy balance. What's the point of being successful if you're miserable, overweight, a shitty parent, and have gone through 2 divorces, and a 19-year-old is your newest addition? Real smart, Bill. You've got to stay laser focused on all areas of your life. Because losses here, right, offset wins here. Living balance is hard. You must focus on it daily. It never ends. This is how you die. It's work, 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 work. Excuses. All your poor excuses. Fixate on your dreams. Impose your will on your goals and ambitions. Think deeply. Never stop thinking. Always be learning. Crave knowledge. Never take no for an answer. Find a way. Turn stress into productive energy. Grind harder. Hustle smarter. Outwork everyone around you. Do the little things when nobody is watching. Someone's always watching. Details, small details, they matter most. Never lay down. Hit hard. Play the game better than your opponents, rivals, challengers, coworkers, competition, whoever. Trust your gut, unless you don't have one. Crush goals, then instantly set new ones. Crave more responsibility. Ask for more responsibility. Demand more responsibility. Even better, ask for opportunity. You'd be surprised. Show your passion, heart, and vulnerabilities. Leave all that shit on the table. Take huge risks. Why not? You have one life. Fail, fail, fail. All that does is eventually turn to win, win, win. Silver linings are in all of our mistakes. Look for them. Do everything big. Learn to capitalize on every single opportunity. Achieve something, anything, every day. Find time to sweat every day. Never underestimate the power of endorphins. Have a strict, healthy routine. Amazing how strict routine can shape you. Remember, money cannot buy one thing: health. Have a quality aura. Read positive vibes everywhere you go. Be classy. A class act always has advantage. Your actions will always define your character. Never forget character. Constantly make connections, good connections, connections that connect you to opportunities. Be likable. Give respect. Demand respect. Be a leader. Have a big heart. Be the person people reach out to when they need help or advice. Make everyone around you better. Hold yourself to extremely high standards. Force those around you to compete with those same standards. Live with compassion, love, and purpose. Opportunity is everywhere. It's just really hard to see. This is the time to light a fire in your life and go. To end, I wanted to share a video a good friend of mine produced. It's about time. He uses a grandfather clock that's been in his family to illustrate the point. We paired it up with an incredible verse out of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck what has been planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to seek, and time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to tear and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. Life is short, the clock is ticking, the pendulum is swinging, and your heart is one beat closer to the end. Do it now.